my friend. She's from India, but she lives here, and she really enjoyed it. She immediately called her mom. She immediately Instagrammed everything because you guys were funny. It's hilarious, and I really like what Lena did with this. Talk about this film. Talk about your characters and why it's funny.
It was funny.
It was fun. It was
I thought
a funny
it was a
movie.
photo first.
Yeah, I was surprised. I was like, oh, this for a long time.
We were like, so we can talk?
So do we look in there or do we look at you? This is like, we're just supposed to behave like normal human beings right now? Yeah. Hey, how's it going?
You know, and that's the chemistry that you guys had. That's one of the reasons why I really liked it. Talk about you two working together.
It was
Oppression, suppression, depression.
suppression.
Sums up our relationship.
I think what summed it up was the first time we met was at an acting
yes.
that workshop.
Yes.
We did a workshop, which I haven't done for a lot of films.
I haven't done them for anything really.
Yeah,
So,
I mean,
we met each other.
We've done little things.
Yeah.
But yeah, we met each other under circumstances of intense intimidation slash. It was like school.
That's like mask work. We were essentially getting into the bodies of our characters.
Yeah.
Before we'd even met.
But real kind of fun, not even just fundamental teaching, like using techniques sort of like strip away everything. We weren't allowed to itch or pick our noses.
No, we couldn't pick. No fidgeting. I kept getting yelled at for fidgeting. Don't fidget. You're fidgeting, and I didn't even know I was fidgeting. I don't know. I don't even know.
And I showed up late. These guys were already late.
It was pretty amazing because I wanted to warn you when you came in the room. Just be like, John, it's gonna be a little weird, but just you'll be fine. But he got yelled at right away. And then, but the good thing is that it was like I feel like it brought us all together real close because everyone got yelled at in front of everybody else. So it was nice to see everybody get yelled at together.
Danny and Riz, like, we went out to lunch for a quick lunch, and they were both like, "It's okay, man. You're not the only one." And I was like, "Oh, thank you so much."
You don't want to be yelled at.
No. But it makes me feel better when other people share my message.
Talk about what Lena did as a director. She did a wonderful job first time.
I think that's part of it. I think Lena did a good job of creating immediate intimacy, and I think that's what the story required. It's a period piece. It's set in 1979 in Chicago. A lot of us didn't know each other prior to the film, and it's an independent film, so you're dealing with a shorter time frame, not a lot of rehearsal process. So I think it requires everyone really come together very quickly.
I think also what Lena did an amazing job at is especially what comes with independent films and a comedy. I mean, really, it's weird because it's not your typical comedy. It's not like, it doesn't feel like jokes are written for the comedy, but it's a lighthearted film, and it's got a lot of lovable characters, and that's really hard to pull off, especially with the large cast. And after watching it, for me, I felt like every single character was lovable and really relatable, and you could like get right into it. I mean, I guess you could say there was a couple standout, but everybody was
Say your name, John.
I didn't stand out.
Well, John, what's it feel like to be the token white guy?
I was a token white guy. I stood out that way. Vanilla is the loneliest flavor.
I love vanillas. Vanilla's my favorite flavor of ice cream.
Oh, it's not mine.
No.
Chocolate all the way.
That's why we're a match.
Talk about wearing the costumes. Those clothes, wearing those hot clothes.
No, you're probably cinnamon chocolate.
Yeah,
no, salt. I like salted
caramel. Yeah, I'm
salted caramel. Yeah.
You say caramel or caramel?
No, talk about wearing those hot clothes. I grew up in the 70s wearing
it. It was a hot production.
But you know what? Here's something we bonded on right away when I was talking to John. I think I spent a lot of time shopping at thrift stores in high school, and I've always been so fascinated by 70s clothes. And I mean, you look super fly.
Well, I brought some of my clothes to set. Like, this was my jam. I've never been able to do a period piece, and of all the first ones that I could do, it was awesome that it was 70s, because all throughout high school and college, those were my clothes. Yeah. I was like, you want me to bring some? They may not fit anymore, but no, it was hot, wearing polyester and wearing those kind of clothes. But
then you got that prickly pear stuff, right?
Yeah, we got this powder. We were introduced to that powder that kind of, it's like breath mint for your nether regions.
Yeah. I mean, we'd be like just, between takes, everyone was like, hey, you got some of that prickly pear? You got some of that prickly pear, man? Like, you get that prickly pear, man? How's that prickly pear?
Prickly pear's great.
Describe what you guys have coming up next real quick.
the soundtrack. That dance.
Yeah, that's a good call. Maybe we'll do that. Do you remember the music video to that?
Oh, it's so good. Prince is wearing half Joker, half